Hello, my name is Carolyn Elliot. I'm a writer and a teacher. My two books are called Awaken Your Genius and Existential Kink. I spend a lot of time thinking and researching and putting into practice ways of helping myself and other people get out of negative, stuck patterns and situations in their lives. But in the spring of 2018, I was in a stuck place that I couldn't figure out how to get myself out of. I was getting ready to be married to the wonderful man who's now my husband. And even though in my heart I truly knew that that's what I wanted to do, I wanted to commit to him for my whole life. Um, just based on childhood trauma stuff, I had all of these fears, all of these anxieties, having grown up witnessing my parents' unhappy marriage, and my head was not in a good place leading up to the wedding. But luckily, I was able to do 4 ayahuasca ceremonies with Brown, and it helped me just so much to purge out all of the falsity and the untruth and the old patterns and to grieve through some of the very negative things I experienced as a child in a way that nothing else ever had. And the result was I was able to have a beautiful wedding day and so far a wonderful, amazing marriage with my husband, really free from so much of the nonsense that had been going on in my head beforehand that nothing else was able to help with, meditation, talking, journaling. None of that was really shifting this very painful, deep, stuck stuff, but the ceremonies with Brown really did. And I'm infinitely grateful for that. My relationship with my stepchildren improved. Lots of stuff improved. And so, once again, following my heart, my husband and I decided to get pregnant in the fall of 2018. And with all of this stuff about and once again, I was in the same situation where my heart was so happy, but my mind was filled with fears and anxieties and worries and doubts. And I went and did more ceremonies with Brown and his amazing partner, Pamela, 6 ceremonies. And again, the healing experience was absolutely amazing. I was able to feel just this sweet, tender joy in my upcoming motherhood, and my mind, my soul was really cleansed of all of the yucky mind conditioning stuff, the cultural stuff. It's very hard to put into words exactly how this process works. All I know is I feel so much lighter, so much clearer. And I've worked with a number of shamans and ceremony leaders, and I just also want to say that Brown and Pamela are utterly exceptional. I think it's sadly somewhat common for people who lead ceremonies or shamans to sometimes be on weird ego trips or power games or, nonsense like that. But Brown and Pamela, again and again, have shown themselves to be just so devoted to their altruistic mission to heal the people in their care. I've never encountered any weird power tripping or anything like that with them, just the most honest, loving, present, skillful, perceptive attention that I am infinitely grateful for. When I think about Brown and Pamela, what really occurs to me is that they're genuine healers. They're what doctors are supposed to be. Like doctors in the Western world see you for 15 minutes and they're grumpy and they're not really listening to you and they write you a prescription and send you out the door, and healing doesn't really tend to take place. But Brown and Pamela are so generous with their attention, so generous with their knowledge and perception and talents and skills that they've acquired through years of their study in the Amazon and working with indigenous teachers and channeling, their own wisdom and experience with plants, that they're able to be genuine healers. And I didn't even think that I would have that I would be blessed to meet their level of healers in my life. So I am infinitely grateful to know them. I know that if ever again I hit a rough patch in my life and emotions, and I need healing of trauma, I would go straight to them, because there's, so much that our Western psychology and medicine doesn't know about healing the wounds of the soul. And of all the people I've met, Pamela and Brown, and the medicines that they work with, they're able to accomplish that in a way that's utterly astounding, and just makes me so, so grateful. So if you're thinking about working with Brown and Pamela, if you're thinking about traveling to the Amazon, all I can say is that is a brilliant idea. You should definitely do it. You won't regret it. There's a lot of mosquitoes, but just bring calamine lotion and you'll be all right. You'll be in excellent, excellent hands. So, thank you for listening. Best wishes.
Ayahuasca sunarai, sunarai anting. Ayahuasca sunarai, sunarai anting. Ayahuasca sunarai, sunarai anting. Din day din din day din. Din day din day din din day din.